friends there were Arlo and Clarita Johansson. He was a trucker, and the folks were great friends with them. And when Paul was born, they really took a liking to Paul, and he was with them probably as much as he was with the folks. They really took care of him.
Did they have kids?
They didn't at that time. Later on, that was, oh gosh, several years later, well, 4 or 5 anyway, they had a daughter. But at that time, they were so engrossed with Paul that when we moved to Ayrshire, Ma was pregnant with David, and they didn't think she was going to make it.
How come?
She had rheumatic fever as a kid, and her heart was so bad that she was never supposed to have any children. But anyway, Paul stayed with Clarita and Arlo when we moved, and they kept him until after David was born. So that would have been, and for a while after David was born. So he was with them for months.
Was this because they figured Grandma was going to die,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that he was going to stay?
If Grandma died when she had David, then Clarita and Arlo were going to take Paul. Janice was going to go to Art and Betty's, and I was to go to Bob and Bernie's. And David, I guess they figured he was going to croak too, because I don't remember any provisions being made to take care of him. But anyway, when Paul got back then, after Ma got settled in Ayrshire, after David was born, then Paul came back, and Paul was very, very late in talking. He wouldn't say squat until he was well past the age when people normally talk. And then he had a kind of a lisp in his speech when he did start talking, but they figured he got his psyche whacked out. And then when he did, of course, when he did start talking, he couldn't shut the son of a bitch up. He just babble. He would sit, and we moved over to the Martin House across from the Methodist Church in Ayrshire. They had a rock on the corner, a big rock. And he would sit on that rock by the hour and just talk. It didn't make any difference if anybody was around or listening to him or anything. Paul was probably 5 at the time, 6 maybe. He would just sit there and talk.
What was he talking about?
Oh, who the hell knows? Just babble and words too, of course.